Hi, good morning to all. Congratulations for all those who are promoted to 8th class. Now you are into high school, which means you have to study grammar based on 10th class. Though you are studying 8th class lessons, you should always feel that you are in high school. Okay, studying high school syllabus. So study seriously. Let us come to the first lesson of English textbook, that is the Tattered Blanket. Okay, it is by Kamala Das. Actually, she is from Kerala, a Malayalam poetess. She wrote in English also, and some of her poems are well known, very famous. She even won Sahitya Academy Award. And her mother also was a well-known poetess in Malayalam, Nalappat Balamaliyamma. And she wrote a good lot of poems, etc. in Malayalam. So she was born into a literary family. Her uncle also was a famous poet in Malayalam. And she wrote, by a pen name Madhavi Kuti. Yes, her pen name is Madhavi Kuti. So we have no time left. You must try to finish this lesson. So let us come to the lesson proper. The Tattered Blanket, page number 3. Take a textbook, all of you. Whoever has got, others listen please. It is in a way a story. What happened to her own family. It's about her mother, etc. And she is so fond of her mother. She is so fond of her mother. Another poem is there in 12th class CBSE. Okay, My Mother at 66. There also she reveals her deep love towards her mother. Okay, so let us come to the story. When he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside, he arrived unexpectedly where? At his own home. He came home, but unexpectedly, without any expectation, which means without informing previously, or without telling anyone, a sudden visit. When he came unexpectedly at his home, in the countryside, in the village, in his office car. Actually, he came by his office car and got down at the gate. He got down where? At the gate of his house. So he came. We are going to see who he is. He came, to his house unexpectedly by his office car. So that word office car signifies how important a person he is. He can use his office car even coming to his house. See? And got down at the gate. When he got down at the gate, his mother. When he got down at his gate, at the gate of his house, his mother, who was lying in an armchair. See, the picture is given there, armchair, where you can put your arms on both sides. So his mother was lying where? In an armchair on the veranda. Yes, in front of the house, veranda. Made a futile attempt to get up. She made a futile attempt. She attempted, to get up, but that attempt was futile, means of no use or meaningless. Means she could not get up. She tried to get up. She made a futile, means meaningless, means of no use. So a failed attempt. So she made an attempt, a futile attempt to get up. Who made the attempt? His mother. When it was made? When he came. Where he came? To his own house. When he came to his own house. Remember? Learn the story. When he came to his house at the gate, his mother made a futile attempt to get up. She tried to get up but could not. She could not get up. Very old woman she has become. Oh, she was an old woman. Kamala, there is somebody at the gate, she said. Suddenly, the mother said suddenly, what? Kamala, there is somebody at the gate. Someone is there at the gate. Somebody is in a car. I heard the sound of a car. Actually, R is silent. Car. Don't say car. R is silent. So, somebody is in a car. I heard the sound of a car coming to our gate. Someone has come at the gate. Who is that? Mother is asking Kamala. Who the man? Who the one who has come to the gate? I heard the sound of a car at the gate. Who is that, Kamala? Kamala, her eldest daughter. Yes, Kamala. Who is Kamala? The eldest daughter of the mother. A widow. Who is a widow? Whose husband is no more and not married again. Okay, now. Yes, widow is a lady whose husband is dead and who has not married again. Okay, now. So, eldest daughter, who is a widow, who was sitting huddled up on the tinna of veranda. Tinna means small veranda. Okay, now. So, one or two steps generally will be there. The small veranda can be called tinna. Okay. Actually, tinna is a Malayalam word. Okay. On the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel. So, she was sitting there, Kamala, eldest daughter, covering her head with a scarf. Okay. Or bath towel, bathing towel, got up reluctantly, means unwillingly, to see who it is. Reluctantly. Learn the words, please, vocabulary. If you don't know the meaning, write down there. The textbook itself, you can write down there. You can write in the notebook also, no problem. Okay, so reluctantly, unwillingly, hearing the sound and mother's voice, Kamala got up unwillingly, walked slowly to the gate. Slowly she walked towards the gate and screwing up her eyes. She is also old, means looking with difficulty. Screwing up, that means sharpening. See, her eyes means looking very intently. You see, some old woman, how they look. Who is that? Is it not so? It's the same way, screwing up her, eyes peered into the darkness, looked into the darkness. Yes, our story goes on, turn the page. She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man. Bald means not having hair in front of it. It will be up to here, at least middle. Okay, now. Bald headed. So, hair would be there. Generally on the side, center won't be there. Okay, now. That bald headed man. Okay, bald and fat. Fat. Okay. And middle-aged man. Middle-aged. See, when you are a child, then you become teenaged, then you become youth, then you become middle-aged. Okay, na? That means 35 plus. So a man's lifetime is around 70 years. So middle-aged means around 35, okay, or above 35. A middle-aged man walking in through the gate. Kamala saw a fat, bald-headed, a middle-aged man walking through the gate. Oh, Gobi! She understood who it is and called him. Oh, Gobi! She said in a grating voice, in a voice of surprise, grating voice. Why this sudden unexpected visit? Why have you come? Why you make such an unexpected visit? He did not inform her or anyone that he is coming home. Why, Gobi, this unexpected visit? See? Then again the mother is asking, Kamala, who is it? Who is it, Kamala? Who is that? Her mother asked loudly from the veranda. Mother asked loudly from the veranda. Gobi, the man said, there was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram, Trivandrum. So I had to attend a meeting where Trivandrum or Thiruvananthapuram. In both ways it can be pronounced. Previously it was Trivandrum in English. Actually the place name is Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, the capital of Kerala. I just dropped in on my way back. I had really to attend a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. So on the way back, returning to my place of work, I just dropped in to my own house. So I really did not come to visit you, but actually I had to come to attend a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. On the way back to my place of work, I just dropped in. Okay, now is it clear to you? Okay, so Gobi is explaining that actually he came to attend a meeting where Thiruvananthapuram. On his way back home, he just dropped in to visit his mother and family. Okay, who Kamala? Who is it? She's getting irritated. Anxious also, anxiety. Who that man has come? Someone has come at the gate in a car. I heard the sound of a car stopping at the gate. Who is that? Who it is, Kamala? Who is that? There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. Mommy's mother. Okay, alarm means actually fear or worry. Okay, here means anxiety. Okay, she was anxious to know who it is that has come. Especially parents, grandparents will be anxious to know who has come to the house, someone new has come. If someone has come for the first time or a stranger has come, they will be anxious, worried. Okay, now there was some anxiety in Amma's voice. Amma, why are you so scared? Scared means frightened. Amma, why are you so scared? Why are you frightened? No need, no. Why? Kamala, Govi's eldest sister. Yes. So this Govi is the brother, that means our mother's son actually. Asked her a little awkwardly, strangely, foolishly awkward. As if you are seeing Govi for the first time. Why, mother, why are you scared? As if you see your Govi, your son for the first time. Your son now, our dear Govi. Why, mother, you are scared, frightened, worried, anxious? Why? Because our Govi now, your own son, as if you see him for the first time. Do you mean to say that you see him for the first time? No. You are not seeing him for the first time now. You don't see him, you are not seeing him for the first time. Yes, you know who it is. Amma, it is me, Govi, he said again. Our main character can be God, never hero. He told his mother, Amma, it is me, Govi. I am Govi, Amma. Why are you anxious? Why are you bothered? Why are you worried? Why are you scared? Why are you frightened? It is me, Amma, Govi. Your son, your beloved son. I am Govi, Amma. He bent down and brought his face close to her wrinkled cheeks. So he bent down. See, she was sitting in that armchair. He bent his head and brought his face very close to mother's face. Wrinkled cheeks, isn't it so? When you become old, softness of your body will be gone, your skin will become wrinkled. Okay, na? Yes. Amma, it is me. It is me, Amma. I am your Govi. Govi? Govi. Amma has some problem of forgetting things, isn't it so? Yes, she does not recognize people immediately. She is forgetting everything. Govi, Kamala, I can't believe it. Govi, Kamala, I can't believe it. Has your school closed for vacation? Now she thinks about Govi studying in the school. See, memory getting confused, not in a proper order. She does not know where Govi is now, how grown up he has become, whether he settled or not. Govi, how can Govi come here? Has his school closed for vacation? Yes, memory loss. Not like our Gajani memory loss. Don't worry. Old age. Okay, now? So people won't be able to remember things in a proper order, getting things confused. Whatever is very close to their heart, they will remember always. Other things they will be forgetting, sometimes coming into the memory, sometimes getting confused this way, that way, and all. Govi. Hey, what do you say, Govi? How can he come now? school closed for vacation. Amma is often like this these days. Nowadays, Amma is behaving like this. She doesn't recognize anybody, not able to identify people. Govi's sister explained. See, Kamala explained, but sometimes her memory is quite sharp. Kamala told Govi, Amma is like this nowadays. She's not remembering things in a proper order. But sometimes she is very sharp. She can remember things in an exact, accurate way. Sometimes she forgets everything. Govi, Amma is like that, Govi. Nowadays she forgets everything, not remembering in a proper order. Then she asked me if you have sent any letter. Whenever she remembers you correctly, she would always ask you whether you sent her any letter. I tell her everything is fine with you. I always tell her, don't worry about Govi, everything is okay with him. He is okay, he is fine, he is doing well. With you, Vimala and the kids, I tell her that you are okay, your wife Vimala, is it? Your wife Vimala and the kids, children, they are all okay. I tell her. What is the point of telling her that you haven't written for a year? How can I tell her that you haven't written a letter to her even for a year? A son, no time to write letter to her, his mother. Not for one day, not even for 1 week or a month. For 1 year, he has not written even a single letter. See, when children become grown up, they don't remember their parents, their duty to their parents, they go on their way, they have their own busy activities, then they forget their parents. Is it not so? But think about the parents. Parents always think about their children. They always imagine about their children. Their happiness is their children getting bigger and bigger and bigger and reaching at high positions. They always think about their children. They never think of themselves, parents. But whatever children, they want to fly away, escape, get themselves from the parents and get settled, then they forget their parents. See, whenever a father or a mother sees a child, in a similar condition or resembling their own son or a daughter, they will remember, this girl is just like my daughter. This boy is just like my son. But how many children will remember when they see someone at the same age or same resembling their parents that, oh, this man is just like my father, this lady is just like my mother? How many of you? No, there's a difference now. Love is so strong in parents, not in children. See, the theory of nature is in childhood you are taken care of by your parents, youth taken care of by your wife or husband, in old age by your children. Children should take care of their parents. They should look after their parents. But how many of them, do nowadays in 21st century? It's a riddle. It's a big problem. Okay, let's go on to the story. Yes, you have returned to your mother for 1 year. Poor thing, poor lady, poor mother. I wouldn't dream of making her unhappy. I cannot imagine to make her unhappy by telling all these things that you haven't returned to her for 1 year. I won't tell her that. I would say he is writing and everything is okay. I got a promotion last year. Do you know? I got a promotion. I got promoted last year. After that, I am always on my toes. With no time to even stand. See, on the toes means running now. When you run, you want to use your full feet. Now on the toes, means very, very busy. Yes, and there are tours very often. I travel from one place to another place. No time left. I don't get any time to write letters. So I don't get time to write letters. To write a letter to a mother, how much time it will take? 5 minutes at the most. He hasn't time enough. But if he will have time to go for a movie, go for recreation, go for picnics, go for enjoyment, one day, full day will enjoy, whole days, etc. and etc. Lot of time is there. There will be time, of course. They should spend time for that also. That's right. But no time to write a letter to his mother. Okay, now? Yes. So I don't get time to write in letters at all. Why don't you ask women to write? If you have no time at all, you ask your wife to write a letter. You can ask your wife to write a letter to your mother. Yes. Or doesn't she get any time too? Or you mean to say that she also does not have time to write a letter? Do you mean to say that your wife also hasn't got time to write a letter to your mother? Do you mean to say that even your wife hasn't got time to write a letter to your mother? Yes. What are you mumbling over there? Amma said loudly. Really, what are you murmuring? Mama is murmuring. You see? Murmuring, uttering something in low voice. What are you murmuring? Actually, talk between Kamala and Gobi. What are you murmuring there? I heard somebody coming in a car. Who is it? She is still adamant to know who came by the car. Okay now? I heard someone coming by the car. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I told you it is Gobi. I told now. It's a Gobi. Oh, but Gobi is in Delhi. Hey, what do you say? Gobi is in Delhi now. How can he be here now? He is in Delhi. Yes, Amma, I have come from Delhi. Yes, I have come from Delhi. So I am coming from Delhi. Who did Gobi marry? Suddenly, she forgot everything and asked, Gobi, whom did he marry? Amma said suddenly, lowering her voice, I mean, what is his wife's name? She forgets everything. What is his wife's name? Don't say you have forgotten her name too. Hey, don't say, Amma, you have forgotten the name of Gobi's wife. Don't you remember Vimala? Don't you remember, Amma? She is Vimala, District Collector, Nambiar's eldest daughter. Very, very important. VIP, District Collector. Collector's eldest daughter. Gobi's sister said. Yes, Gobi's sister said. So she is the eldest daughter of District Collector. This is mentioned because why? Because they are all well settled. Gobi, his wife, they are all well settled, but they have no time to take care of their mother. Even to write a letter. They haven't time even to write a letter to their mother, even once in a year. Oh, right. I forgot the name. Yeah, I forgot the name. Was there a letter from Gobi today? Yes. Was there a letter from Gobi today? Did he send a letter? Did we receive a letter today? There was. He writes every day. Don't you know, Amma? He writes every day. Actually, he does not write at all. But the daughter says to console, to comfort. You see, our Amma, she says that, don't worry, Amma, he writes every day. He is okay, he is fine. Mother will be happy if she knows that the son is okay. She doesn't care about whether her son is asking about her writing letters or not. She wants just to know that son is okay. I am terribly upset if I don't get a letter from him every day. She doesn't read it. She's very old, So the daughter will read and say, these are the things. So an old letter being taken and say something also is enough. So her daughter would say that he writes every day. This is a letter sent by him. Today also he wrote a letter in which he asked about you. He is okay there. He is asking several times about you. He is loving you. He loves you a lot. Stories are being told. Poor Amma will believe all these things. Is it or so? Yes. He knows it. That is why he writes every day. He knows it. My son, my beloved son, my loving son. He knows it. That is why he writes every day. My son writes every day. Mother is happy. Look at the way she talks. Yes. Gobi's sister turned to him. Look at the way your mother talks about you. How deeply she loves you. Gobi, how deeply she loves you. Just as I told you, you know nothing about what is going on here. Do you know? Do you have any idea what is going on here? How is your mother? How old she is? How she is suffering? How she is worried? Her memory loss is also there. She is getting confused about daily activities and day-to-day activities. Do you have any idea how is your mother? How your mother is? Okay, now do you have any idea what is going on here? Your mother. Yes, and mine too. Who is that? Amma again said. Who is that in a car? Who is that in a car? Again, Amma. Who is there? I heard the sound of a car. Who is there who came by the car? It is me, Gobi again said. I had come to Thiruvananthapuram. Again he said, I came to Thiruvananthapuram. I thought I should drop in to see you, Amma. I came here. See, on my way back to Delhi from Trivandrum, I dropped in to visit you, to see you, to meet you, Amma. Who is her Amma? Who is her Amma? What is her name? She forgets. Arey Babu, who is your Amma? What is her name? She gets things all confused. Is it not so? A man comes and says about his Amma. Who is that Amma? What is her name? Where does she live? Is it far from here? She gets everything confused. Hey man, who are you? That's the meaning of that. Who are you? Who is your Amma? Where does she live? Is it far away from here or nearby here? No, it is quite near. Not far away, it is quite near. I don't know how I can bring back her memory. Govi's sister said to him exasperately, tiredly. She got exasperated, tired. See, explaining this way, that way, she memory loss, getting things forgotten and getting things mixed up and all. I don't know. You see, I don't know how can I bring back her memory. I don't know how can I bring back her memory. Govi placed his briefcase on the thinna small veranda. He placed briefcase, suitcase. He opened it and pulled out the contents. See, he took out the contents from that briefcase. Clothes, files, a shaving set, his personal belongings. Do you know my son Govi? Amma asked him. See, she doesn't identify our Govi. Arey Babu, do you know my son Govi? He is in Delhi. A government officer. Do you know who is he? Who he is? He is a government officer. He has a Kesari Yogam. Super time. You see, according to the positional stance, you can find whether a man's time is very good or not. You see, Kesari Yogam means best time. That's the meaning of it. Kesari Yogam. Yogam is time. You see, best time. He has the best time. Government officer with so many promotions and all. Okay, he draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. Not now. See, during that time means 2,50,000 minimum. Yes, nowadays a government officer can easily get above 1 lakh at the beginning. So by the end of his service, he may be getting 2-3 lakhs. Any government officer. Okay now. Yes. So do you know how much he is receiving here? 2,500 rupees per every month. He is a great government officer. Yes. Do you know him? The son said, yes, I know him. See, several times he told, I am Govi, but the mother does not identify him. At the end he said, okay. I know him, I know Govi. Tell him to send me a blanket. Here is our story. Tell him to send me a blanket. There is a cold mist in the morning. Early morning mist. Is it not so? Dew drops of snow. See, it is so cold in the morning. So ask him to send me a blanket. If I catch cold, it doesn't leave me for a long time. Once I get cold, it won't go away for a long time. It remains for a long time. Tell him to send a blanket, won't you? Won't you, Babu? Please ask my son Govi to send me a blanket. A red one. I like red color. Please ask him to send me a red blanket. I had a blanket, the one he brought for me when he was studying in Madras. Years and years before, when he was studying in Madras, he sent me a blanket. See, when he got a job, when he got thousands of rupees, he never thought of buying a blanket. During that time, one blanket won't cost even 1 rupee also. We can get several blankets for 1 rupee at that time. Is it not so? 8 annas 50 paise, 16 annas 1 rupee. Is it not so? 16 annas 1 rupee. Yes, 1 anna you can get some of the things that we buy for 10 rupees or 50 rupees. At that time, he was drawing a salary of 2,500. So he sent me a blanket when he was a student. When you are a student, you take money from your parents. You don't earn anything. So at that time, he sent me a blanket. After that, he never sent me anything. Even a small blanket, he never sent. He really forgot me. That's the real reason. He sent me a blanket when he was studying in Madras, Miss Chennai. It is all tattered now, means broken, means torn, tear torn. torn to pieces almost. See, they are living in a poor condition, Amma and his sister. But he never, cares for his family. Not his wife and children, they are with him, they live a happy life, settled, well settled. But he forgot his family, where he was born and brought up. See, he was brought up, he was educated. He got a job, he got a wife and good family, he was settled because of the family. He forgot that. He forgot, see, the steps by which he climbed up in life. He is not looking back to where he came from. One should always be looking back to where you came from. Don't forget your fundamentals. See, the steps you came up is not so. Your family, your parents, your brothers and sisters, you shall never forget. Even up to the end of your life, never forget your family. Yes, he sent me a blanket when he was studying, when he was a student, not an employee, not a government officer. Then he sent me a blanket. It is all torn, torn now. Still I am using that because I have no other alternative. No other blanket. Yes, that is the name of our story. What's that? The tattered blanket. Is it not so? Yes, the broken or torn blanket. So it was when he was studying in Madras. It is all tattered now. Just a ball of knotted yarn. Yes, it's a collection of yarn. Okay, now? Tell him to send me a red blanket, will you? Oh, Babu, will you tell my son Gobi to send to me a blanket? Actually, there our story ends. That's the condition, no? Mother is still using that tattered blanket and the government officer drawing a huge amount of 2,500 per every month has no time to write a letter to his mother, neither to send something to his own mother. I will tell him. He not, okay, Amma, I will tell him. Please don't forget, tell him, don't forget to tell him to send him a blanket. The mist is not good for me. This cold climate now, old people cannot bear. See, early morning it is cold and mist, snow is there. I think I will stretch myself out for a bit. Okay, I will stretch out. Means I am sitting like this. I want to stretch me, sir. I am lying down in a way. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. Sitting too long. I have pain in the neck. So I feel some pain. Here. In the neck. Govi's sister put Amma to bed. See, Govi's sister helped Amma to get up and lie down. To bed and came back to the veranda. Yes, after that she came back to the veranda. You didn't come to see Amma, did you? Sister understood that. Anyhow, he did not come to visit his Amma. She knows his character and she is told clearly, directly that I know that you have come not to visit your Amma. Is it not so? Delhi is too expensive. You don't know the condition of me. I am staying in Delhi now. Delhi is very expensive, costly. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. Now children, not 1 or 2, 4. And I can't make both ends meet with my salary. Though I am getting a huge salary, and one has to keep up one's status. That is for underlying that. So he is living as a high salaried government officer. So he must maintain his social status. Car is there, everything is there, luxurious things are there. So when you spend money in such a way, nothing will be there balance. So when you maintain a high social status, status, okay na? So you maintain a social status and maintaining that status, you spend a lot of money on luxuries. Then you won't have any money balance even if you get the double of what you are getting now. Yes, one has to keep up one status. So when you maintain your social status, spending money on social activities and all, donating things for social organizations and participating in nightclubs and other functions and all, you won't have any time, any money also. It will be great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of my family property. Yes, that is why he has come. So, I want to raise some money by selling my share. I have a share now. I am a member of this family. I am the son of the mother. So, I have a share. So, I want to get my share. May not be that much acres and acres, a house and nearby, I mean, little land may be there. So you break the house or you give my share of that house. That's the meaning of that. My share I want to get so that I can make some more money and live some more happier in Delhi comfortably. So he doesn't care for his mother, his sister. No. I have my wife and children. That's my family. He doesn't care for his mother, how she lives. He doesn't care even to send a blanket to his mother. He don't bring anything also when he came from Delhi to visit his house to his mother. Nothing is brought. Even a blanket he could have brought or something he could have brought and give. Amma, it is your son Govi. Take it please. Nothing is brought. He doesn't care for his Amma at all. But he thinks very often about this much share is there. Money is there. If I sell it, where my mother will go, that I don't bother. You see, you sell the property, give me my share. That's all. I care only about I am selfish. No, he doesn't say he is selfish, but he is really selfish. He thinks only about himself. Hey, selling my share of the family property. So I want to sell my share of a family property. I came to talk it over with you. I want to have a discussion with you to sell my share and let me get it. I want that much money. You see? Yes, you will sell your land and go away with the money. I know what you will do. You will sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come here anymore after that. Then you won't come again. Even if the mother dies also, you will be very busy. Now how can you come? Now he came only because some share is there to be received. Otherwise he would not have come. He came only because of the money he can receive by selling his share. How cruel people are. Look at this character. He doesn't care about his mother, about his sister. Only care is his share of the property. So sister says, I know you will sell your share and go away and you will never come back. Don't say that I will come when I get time. Don't say that I will come. Surely, really I will come if I get time. When he gets time, he didn't get time to visit his mother, old mother, aged mother. Your time, I know what is your time, how you get time. He saw the irritation on his sister's face. The sister was irritated, annoyed, getting angry in a way. I know how much time you will get. You don't have time to write a letter to your mother. Then how will you get time? Once you get your share, you will fly away. You will go away. You will never come back. I know you would never come back once you get your share. You came here only because you want to get your share. Yes. It took more than 5 years to find time to come here. So you are coming after 5 years. Amma is 83. Now our Amma is 83. I don't think she will pull on much longer. She would live for longer, I don't think. She won't last long. It took you so long to visit her after last time. It took so long, so much time it has taken for you to visit a second time till you visited her last time. Since your visit last time. But Amma can't remember who I am. You know it now. Amma does not remember who I am. She forgets simply. He said, smiling feebly. He said, Amma can't remember now. Why should I come? Why should I come? Amma doesn't remember even me. But do you remember your Amma? A big question mark. Do you remember your Amma? See, Amma getting, forgetting. Yes, she is forgetting everything. Loss of memory is there. Maybe Alzheimer's may be there. We don't know. Several health complications are there. So, Amma may not be able to remember him, her son. But what about him? Do you remember your Amma? The big question mark in front of us, in front of you. Do you remember? Means just remembering not. Do you do your duty towards your parents? Of course, you are in 8th class, you will be doing, of course, surely you are all loving children, you love your parents. I mean that. What I mean is that when you get grown up, when you get settled, people don't think about their parents and don't take care of them. So, a big question mark in front of us, asked by her. What's that? Do you remember your Amma? Yes, he doesn't remember. The sense is that the meaning is that he doesn't care for his mother. That is the story, The Tattered Blanket by Kamala Das, or in a way, Madhavikutty. Thank you for watching. For more updates, subscribe to channel SGK English. Thank you.